Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. We're going to do something a little different tonight. I'm going to walk you through for those of you that are interested, a slow pick, how to slow pick a tune called Nothing But the Blood of Jesus. This song was written in 1876 by Robert Lowry. It's been around a long time. There's a lot of twists on it. It's not so much the music, folks, as it is the lyrics. So I'm going to paste those into the description because they're absolutely beautiful. They're more beautiful than the tune itself. So you're going to find that in the description. But if you would like to know how I did that opening, kind of string by string, I think it's something we can walk through fairly quickly, and I just wanted to show it to you. And I do this with a lot of tunes. You know, you'll sometimes see a video if I'm doing a guitar review or something. It's where I've mostly got to pick because the bulk of the channel really is fingerstyle guitar. But I've gotten a little bit of a love back for holding a pick, and I'm not abandoning my fingerstyle by a long shot. But there's so many things you can do slow picking if it's just you and the guitar. I would venture to say that most people that own and play a guitar don't play with other people. They have a guitar around the house. They like to pick it up. They like to play it. And it's normally just them. And, if whoever they're married to happens to be very kind, they might want to hear it too, So, but I've gotten to where I'm doing kind of this slow pick, what I call a slow pick thing. So, like Welcome to My World song. That's kind of what I mean by slow pick. There's nothing really controlling the time on the song other than you. So it gives you a lot of liberties with some songs when you do that. And it's not that you shouldn't practice timing, because I think you should. If you're not careful, you'll lose that. But anyway, this is one that I just kind of like to slow pick. And one day I was sitting around playing, and I just went, let me see. And then the song kind of came back to me, and I thought, well, it's only two chords, G and D. It can't be that difficult. And lo and behold, it wasn't all that difficult. So the first thing I do is just pick the 6, 5, 4, 3, just like that. And I'll scoot over here just a tad so you can see this. But 6, 5, make a G chord, and make a G chord with your ring finger on that number 6 string, number 3 fret. And your pinky finger down here, because you're going to need this forefinger to do a hammer on, okay? And then you're going to be moving this pinky and doing a little hammer on with it. So you will use that pinky finger some. So I just strum the 6, 5, 4, 3. Just like that, 6, 5, 4, 3. And once I do that, stroking down, then I do a hammer on that 2nd fret, number 4, number 3 string. Number 3 string, yes. And I usually bring that pick up to do that. I don't know how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I do it. Down, up, with the hammer on. Just like that. Then your number 2 is open. So you want to strike down, pick up on number 2 and do a hammer on that number 3 fret with your pinky finger. And then release it. Okay? So just go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. After that, moving your little finger back down on that number 3 fret, number 1 string. So and then repeat that 6, 5, 4, 3 with a hammer on, number 2 open, and pick up. Don't do a hammer on there. On the number 2, don't do a hammer on. Just down, up, just on that number 2 string. Make your D. And I usually pick up number 4, 3, 2. Kind of like that. Just like that. Okay? And then you can do all 6 strings in the G chord. Or you can just do 6, 5, 4, 3. I think most of the time I probably do just 6, 5, 4, 3. So just like this. And then do it again. Now once you do it the second time, then take your pinky finger, bring it up to the number 3 fret, number 2 string, and strum from number 6 all the way to number 2 slowly. Just like that. And then pick up on number 2 open. And as soon as you pick up on number 2 open, hammer on to that number 3 string, 2nd fret with this forefinger. Just like that. Pick up on number 2 open. You're on number 3 fret, number 2 string now. Pick up on it and strike number 2 open. So okay, strike 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're going to make a D chord. So when you go to this D chord, make a normal D. Let's see. I think I usually pick up, 5, 4, 3. Just like that, and I just do it twice. Let me see. Lift that forefinger off of that D. Pluck up from that number 3 string, open. Lay it back down. Go back down again. So usually it's, I think I do it like this. Yeah, I think I hammer it back on. And then pluck up on that number 3 and do a hammer on with that little finger to the number 4 fret, number 3 string. And then pick up on number 2. Now once you've once you convert it over to this D and you're getting ready to go back to your G, bring it up and make your G, but do it with your middle finger and your forefinger, momentarily lifting that ring finger and putting the little finger down in a normal G position and just leaving this ring finger free floating while you pick up all 6 strings. And then once you do that, just bring these fingers back up in the normal G position and your little finger on the number 3 fret, number 2 string, and do this where you're going from 6 all the way to 2. Lift up just like you did before. Hammer onto that number 3 string. Pick up on number 2 open. Then lay that pinky finger down on that 3rd fret. And then lift it up and then do your 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the first 6, 5, 4, 3. And if you want to, you can just go right back to G. And that's the whole song, okay? Now sometimes when I'm getting ready to wrap this up, I may do something like... And you can play around with it and see if that's something you want to try to do, okay? So, all the way from start to finish with this. And folks, you can really sit and enjoy something when you kind of pick it out like that a little bit. And you don't have maybe other people playing with you, so you don't have to be so conscious of the timing piece of it, you know. But this is a very beautiful tune and written, let's see, 150 years ago, or close to it, right? Somewhere in that neighborhood. 76, 1976, 86, 96, 06, 16, 23. Yeah, a little over 150 years ago. Anyway, folks, if you're kind of mediocre like I am on a guitar, this kind of slow picking can help you with the execution of notes, help you get better at that. It's a good one to practice, and you can't help those lyrics are in your head while you're playing it. And so realistically, I think I could sit and play that song for hours. Yeah, I know I could. Just wanted to bring something to you this week. I've got a guitar review coming up on a 1958 Harmony Monterey that Mr. Scott Baxendale rebuilt from, and I had picked that guitar out when he and I were together in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and it was pretty rough. Okay, but I asked him to rebuild that one for me, and so he did. And I got it in last week. I haven't been home a lot, so haven't had a chance to spend a lot of time with it. He actually put a pickup in it for me, and I didn't even ask him to do that, so it was very kind of him. And to be honest with you, I've yet to hook it up to an amplifier, so I'll be doing that over the weekend probably, and testing the guitar out really well. But it's got a beautiful sound to it. I think that's all birch guitar, and he really did a bang-up job on it. So that'll be coming down the pike here pretty shortly. Anyway, hopefully this was helpful, folks. Brought you a little encouragement. If you're, like I say, if you're a mediocre player, about like me, then, and you've not played a song like that, or maybe you're just learning how to make chords, this is something you can do. If you can keep your fingers out of the way of hitting the strings and deadening them before they're supposed to, leaving your fingers on the strings until they absolutely have to be moved, is how you get that. I don't know what the word is, but it's the right way to execute notes, and it sounds better when you do that as opposed to that choppy. So let's see. Yeah, if you can keep these three fingers, they just tend to wander off. I'm used to having all these first four fingers on my hand on the guitar playing. So when I got to pick my hands now, I'm not sure what to do with these three fingers. Sometimes they'll move, get in the way of the strings. Anyway, hope you have a great weekend, folks. Take care of your friends. Take care of your family. God bless. We'll see you next time.